What's up, guys? NanMan here, and we've got another magic video. This time we're going to talk about bannings. So Monday, March 9th, we had another ban announcement, and big surprise, Oko, Once Upon a Time, and Veil of Summer, they found another format to get banned in, and this time it was historic. But that's kind of irrelevant information, so let's really talk about the other cards that were banned, which is Legacy banning Underworld Breach and Modern banning Once Upon a Time, which brings up the big question: is Wizards' experimentation with more powerful cards having a negative effect on the game? So before we get too deep into it, let's take a step back though and kind of talk about how things have been leading up to this ban announcement. Now, I saw kind of a flurry of decks being published and posted up from Modern Regionals, and the format has been looking pretty diverse. And we'll be highlighting a few of those decks over the coming weeks and months on our Modern Meta Breakdown show that we do, which is now in podcast form, which you guys can see links down below, kind of on iTunes, Spotify, pretty much anywhere you can find podcasts. You can be able to listen up on different breakdowns of what the modern meta has been like. Now, since it is starting to diversify, we got to see lots of decks, but there was also a lot of decks that were running Once Upon a Time. The obvious ones, of course, were our Amulet Titan. We also got to see copies of Once Upon a Time running things like Jund Death Shadow, Infect, Hardened Scales, Eldrazi Tron, and Temur Nexus. The power level and ability to make your deck kind of more consistent and more streamlined is a reason why Once Upon a Time has become the most played card in Modern. Now, let's jump back to that question. Is Wizards' experimentation with more powerful cards having a negative effect on the game? Maybe. It's possible if we check out Modern specifically and we kind of highlight it in the last 5 years. So let's jump to 2015 all the way up to now, 2020. In that time period, 16 cards were banned in Modern, and 6 cards were unbanned. Now, Golgari Grave Troll was both unbanned and then later banned, so maybe that's a weird outlier in this regard. But anyway, Wizards has taken this approach that if the meta is too stale and there's cards in the format that are warping it, they should be banned. Hence cards like Birthing Pod, Splinter Twin, Eye of Ugin, Hogak, Faithless Looting, and now Once Upon a Time were banned. But if our question is specifically related to printing more powerful cards, we can ignore these bannings for now. After all of these were printed way before they were banned, with the exception of Hogak, which was printed specifically in a Modern set. So back in 2015, Wizards banned Dig Through Time and Treasure Cruise, which was the last time standard legal cards were banned in Modern, until 2020 when Oko, Thief of the Crowns, was banned in January, and then Once Upon a Time was being banned now in March. Now, I'm all about playing powerful spells. That's why I like playing Powered Cube, Commander, things like that, so I can cast some of the most powerful spells ever printed. Wizards has kind of shifted the way they're printing things, with a lot of the most powerful stuff being Planeswalkers, like hence Oko and stuff. But there's not many of those getting banned. People have kind of found ways to kind of deal with it. The powerful cards that they choose to print, or spells in this regard, like Dig Through Time, Treasure Cruise, and Once Upon a Time, are often getting banned, and for good reason. I think, though, that Wizards should keep innovating and pushing this envelope of powerful cards. You know, we're seeing this shift in the standard side of things, that we're seeing a lot of bannings for creatures and things like that because they are making creatures extremely powerful. But a lot of times those creatures are not seeing play in external formats. Maybe that will start changing with the shift and introduction of Pioneer. But as of right now, the super powerful spells that Wizards is pushing out, things like Once Upon a Time, Dig Through Time, Treasure Cruise, those are kind of getting tampered down and kind of removed from the format just because of how powerful they are. So I think that Wizards should keep experimenting, should keep pushing the envelope, and keep trying to make something super powerful, super strong. And, you know, as long as they are keeping an eye on the meta and making sure things do not become too oppressive because of one said card, keep it up, you know. What do you think, though? Do you think that there's too many bannings? Do you think that their cards are just too powerful and we should kind of reduce the power level overall of new printed cards? let me know. Leave a comment below, or, you know, hit me up on Twitter, all that kind of good stuff that you guys can see, of course. Descriptions down below. If you like the videos, make sure to hit those follows, subscribes, all that good stuff, and check out the podcast, since we will be archiving all of our old stuff as well as updating it with new episodes every couple of weeks. So thanks for tuning in and watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next game.